This is okay. We are. Looks like everything is good. I think the microphone is on. All right. I'm getting ready to start here. Hello, my friends. Once again, welcome to another episode, another colorful episode of Sunday Night Alive Power Hour with your host, Soldier of Self Mastery, aka Santos Rolon Jr., right out of Stockton, California. I'm excited to be here. I'm privileged to be here. And I'm looking forward for the next 30 minutes to why are we here? Why are we here? Well, we know why we're here, right? We're here to check on progress. Let me see. We're here to check on progress and keep rebuilding, right? So I want to welcome you from around the world. What's on your mind? What is on your mind this evening? What would you like to talk about or discuss? It's got to be something here, or else you wouldn't be here. This is episode 90. I think it's episode 91, my friends. And actually, before I get started, I want to share something with you that I thought was really funny. One of my videos just hit 100,000 views. And for me, that's big. It may not be big for you, but it's big for me, my friend. And I got a comment from somebody that said, let me see if I can quote this comment. He said, don't take life advice from somebody who has jailhouse tats or tattoos. And I answered him and I said, thank you I appreciate the comment. So, I answered it in the most positive way that I could. I know he meant it derogatory, but I just have fun with it, turn it around. So I thought that was kind of funny. Don't take advice from somebody that has jailhouse tattoos. Well, that happens to be me. I'm going to take my own advice. So we're going to talk a little bit on this episode. We're going to talk about your greatest change tool. Something that I've titled Your Greatest Change Tool, a gift from God. A gift from God. So before I get into this, I see people coming on board already. Where's my music, man? What in the world's going on, Santos? Come on, man. Get it together, man. Get it together, man. Anyways, I hope that wherever you are, you're doing super fantastic, terrific, and over the top, in spite of and because of. Once again, topic today is your greatest change tool. We're going to get into that here in a few minutes. Before I do that, I want to get into some house cleaning, though. I think, Santos, turn your music down. The neighbors are going to complain about it a little bit. Welcome back to the YouTube world, my friends. YouTube world. What's this house cleaning all about? Make sure that you subscribe and you turn on your notifications. All right. Support this mission. Listen, my friends, if what we're doing here is helping you in some way, support by commenting, support by sharing the videos, support financially by giving a love gift, support financially, or support by buying a book. All right. Actually, we're going through some changes with the book right now. I'm going to talk about that here. But on a positive note, I did send one book out with my signature on it. It went all the way to Florida. So I'm very grateful for that. So don't bust my chops, man. All right. Anyways, we are making a few changes. Cephas, my engineer, is making a few changes to the book. Right now, I have not received I haven't been able to receive. I got 2 books and I had to send them out. So I haven't gotten my shipment of books. So we're not going to have a giveaway today on this program. Unfortunately, I know it saddens a few of you guys because you're just so, waiting on something. Anyways, I'm just trying to make light. I don't have access to my books at this point. I will be ordering some, and then we'll get back to doing giveaways and stuff like that. I do owe Jay Martinez a book. So, Jay, I don't know if you're going to be on this episode. If you are, just give, this is a one-arm operation, man. So be patient with me. But I have your book coming, all right? As soon as I get my shipment, as soon as I can get my shipment in. And let me see what else. Hey, let's pray for my friend Sam. I just had a really great conversation. I'm really inspired by Sam Krish. And some of you may know who he is. He's going through some very, very, it's a very, very big challenge in front of him right now. Unfortunately, we have the consequences, the collateral damage of the decisions that we make because of problem gambling. And, but I truly appreciate Sam. We've kind of gotten to know each other a little bit. And this is a big month for Sam. So we look forward to seeing him again, hopefully on another interview soon, very soon. So let's keep my friend Sam Krish in prayer so that everything goes to the best of whatever can happen, the best of everything. And today's proverb, Romans 15:7. All right, you ready for the proverb? I see people coming on board, and I'm going to acknowledge you guys here in a minute. I definitely want to do that. Proverb, today's proverb. You know the word proverb, according to the Bible, and I'm not a church person. I don't promote church. I will not step foot in a church. But I do read the scriptures because that's a foundation to my recovery. And I do that every day. Romans 15:7. Proverb means dark sayings. Okay, that's what it means. Proverbs, according to the Bible, it's dark sayings. Receive ye one another. This is Romans 15:7. Receive ye one another as Christ also received us to the glory of God. All right. I've gotten all that out of the way. Now it's time to acknowledge some of you guys. What is going on? Let me see. We start tonight. Let me get that out of the way. Hey, thank you for the donation. I'm not sure if I get donations from through the live chat. By the way, soldiersofselfmastery.com is at the top of the chat. Most of you probably already know my personal website. We're making a lot of changes, upgrades. We're trying to do more to help more people around the world. As you know, there's more technology coming into play, artificial intelligence. All these things are impacting people around the world. They're impacting your youth too, right? Your children, my children. Of course, my children are already adults. But that's the goal here. Fun, fast. Let me say that again. Fun, fast, and permanent transformation. Is that what you want? Fun, fast, permanent transformation away from the slut machines, away from the slut machines and the devil's playground? Exactly. Okay, my friends, I've been a little selfish here doing all this introduction. Hey, Sam, welcome to the program. Jim, welcome to the program. Monica, Sean, Donnie, the Grok. I can't say that. Well, I can, but welcome to the program. Pate Pix, he says, lost everything Saturday, trying my best to get back on track. Well, you're in a good place to start, my friend. I'm glad you're here. Laura, Sean, did I repeat myself? Maybe I'm repeating myself. And Monica's on day 53. Yeah, right on, Monica. I knew you can do it. Day by day, moment by moment, day by day, not week by week, but strength by strength. All right, let's repeat this together. All right, let's hold hands. Come on now. Let's hold hands and repeat this together. Okay, moment by moment, strength by strength, day by day, month by month, year by year. We're not so much focused on how much time we have in recovery, but what's important is day by day, right? Day by day. So, what's on your mind? What's on your mind? I'm going to take a couple questions before I get into this topic that I've titled The Greatest Change Tool. I'm telling you, this is a powerhouse, my friends. What I'm going to talk about in this program, I'm going to do my best to share with you, okay? Sometimes I don't do a very good job. In fact, I was thinking about a joke the other day, and let me see if I can try a little joke here before I get some questions. Let me see. A bear walks into a pub. A big bear walks into a bar and goes up to the counter and says to the bartender, he says, "Bartender, I'd like a beer." The bartender looks at him and says, "Why the long pause?" The bear says, "I've always had them." Anyways, maybe you got a little laugh out of that one. So, my friends, you have a question, you have a statement, you have something that you want to share. I see that looks like Bate says he lost everything Saturday, trying my best to get back on the right track. Well, again, sorry for your loss, my friend, but you're at a good place right now. At least you're at a good place right now where you can get some, get some motivation for yourself, get some inspiration for yourself, and start believing that yes, you can move away from problem gambling. Fun. You got to make it fun, right? We got to make it fun. This transition has to be fun somehow. I keep telling myself, Santos, man, you got to make this stuff more fun. How are you going to do that? Make it fun, make it fast. I'm talking about moving away from gambling. Make it fun, make it fast, and make it permanent. Hopefully that makes some sense here. So we got a few more people here. Allah, Nicholas, welcome to the program. Looks like if Laura says, if not for Santos, I'd probably be living in a shelter or park bench. Oh, come on, Laura. Thank you. Hopefully you're getting something and applying it every day. Allah says, I believe it takes time to get out of this curse. It's just like any other addiction. I believe that we should not hold any money with us. And if there is, we should think positive. Hey, thank you for sharing this, Allah, because the GABA, which is the program that I've created that is actually live, it's a one-time payment. You have lifetime access. It is a program that is set up step by step that will take you by the hand. I think there's 7 or 8 video tutorials, and then there's a worksheet, a PDF that you can download, or you can even do it right there in the school. GABA stands for Gambling Addictions Breakthrough Academy. And I mentioned exactly what you're sharing, Allah, about money. Okay. You got to have 2 things. You got to have accountability. Let me see. With money, you got to have accountability. Actually, really one thing. You got to have accountability, and you got to partner. If you can't handle your money, you got to have somebody that can actually handle that for you. So I talk about that in the GABA. So thank you for bringing that up. By the way, I don't really talk too much about the GABA, but if you're wherever you are around the world, my friend, if you want to get out of gambling and you need a step-by-step, paint-by-numbers system, pay the $297 lifetime. I'll even give you a 30-day money-back guarantee, but I'm not going to let you off the hook that easy. Okay? I deal with temptation. I deal with triggers. I deal with money. I deal with how to live after, what you should be doing after you're done gambling. What else do I deal with? I deal with vision, self-talk, and there's a little bit more that I talk about. It's kind of grouped in modules. It's called GABA, the Gambling Addictions Breakthrough Academy. That is new, and there's a whole lot more that goes with it. I can't really describe it all, but you can check it out by going to soldiersofselfmastery.com. I believe it's a great program. It's private. It's downloadable from anywhere around the world. As long as you have a device and Wi-Fi, you can access and enroll into the Gambling Addictions Breakthrough Academy. So if you have any questions about it, feel free. You can message me at soldiersofselfmastery.com. So thank you. And a big shout out to Monica for her progress. Let me see. But you can turn things, Monica says, but you can turn things around today. Don't waste another moment on gambling. It is a process, my friends. It is a process. Sam and I were talking before the program about what it really takes to move away from problem gambling. Well, you got to be determined. Number one, you have to be determined and you have to want it. Honestly, you have to be determined and you have to want it. You can't play games with yourself. You can't really deceive yourself just by saying that you want to do something, but yet inside you've got, I talk about this a lot. You've got these little principles, you've got these little laws that are operating. And if you don't change those inside, because it's all about inside, if you don't change that, you'll go right back to the slop. You'll go right back to the slut machines or whatever addiction that you have. And that is the truth, my friend. It has to be internal. Jim says vision, planning, action, and reflection. I think we've forgotten a little bit about Jim. Man, I'm still working on those reviews, Jim. I know it's gotten a little bit tough to get people to do things. It is, man. It's like, I would love to change people. I get messages, I get emails, I get calls. I would love to just say, you know what, man? I can't change you. I can help you. I can be an accountability partner. I can help motivate you a little bit, but you have to do the work. Ultimately, it's inside of you. It's deep inside that needs to change what it is that needs to change. So thank you, Allah, for sharing. Nicholas, someone cursed me in October 2016. I landed in an institute. Since I came out, I've been gambling. I've been prohibited the casinos on and offline or online, but I'm still gambling on slot machines. Well, I'm glad that you're here, Nicholas. Like I said, listen, my friends, if you're spending money, if you're throwing your money away, okay, which you're throwing money away to the casinos. And I can guarantee you that you're probably spending more than $1,000 a month. Okay. Take a little bit of that money and invest. Get yourself a copy of my book. Actually, you can go to Amazon and order it. It should be ready. Well, we're still working on the book. We are working on the book, but you can still order a copy of it. I just haven't gotten my personal shipment yet because of some things that we're doing. Get into the GABA. Invest in yourself. Take a little bit of that money, take $200, $300 and invest in yourself, man. You're worth it, my friend. You are worth investing into yourself. And you know what? Whatever you buy, say you get into the GABA, that money comes into this mission for me to help other people. Come to the videos. Come to the videos. Make sure that you subscribe and you turn on your notifications at Soldiers at the YouTube channel. But keep coming back. Keep coming back. Don't, if you're not doing enough to reprogram what's going on up here, nothing's going to happen, my friends. That's the truth, man. That is the truth. So let me see. Allah says, hello, soldier. May God bless you more and more towards your hard work, towards helping us, unfortunately, so-called gamblers, to get out of this hole. Well, if I can, you can. Okay? If I can, you can. If Monica, if Laura, if Sam, and some of you others, Jim, I imagine Jim probably is no longer a gambler. You can do it. You can do it. Yes, there's a lot of stuff out there. And we have to learn to quiet all that noise outside of us and start thinking internally. That's what this program is all about. In fact, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about self-talk here in this program. I know time is going by very quick, but let me share something with you. What is self-talk? Because I use it on myself all the time. As a matter of fact, I have a video. One of my first videos on YouTube has to do with self-talk. It's one of the ways, or one of the tools, magnificent tools, that I use on myself that actually help me move away from gambling. But what is self-talk? I went to Wikipedia. I cheated. Okay. This is what Wikipedia says about self-talk. It's an internal monologue, also called self-talk or inner speech. It's a person's inner voice, which provides a running verbal monologue of thoughts while they are conscious. usually tied to a person's sense of self. Santos, what the heck is that all about? It's what's going on inside of you, my friend, especially when you're by yourself. You know, when you're by yourself, how you're talking to yourself. There's a difference when you're around other people. Generally, you want to be the same person, right? But generally, when you're around other people or you're in public places, your conversation can change a little bit. But when you're by yourself, that's where the root is. When you're by yourself, that's where you really, really need to dedicate to improving upon and working on yourself. Because you know what you say to yourself when you, after you've gambled or before you've gambled. You know what you're saying to yourself since you've not been gambling for a week or two, right? Only you know. But I'll tell you one thing, self-talk has dramatically turned my life into the right direction. So I'm going to share just a little bit more, but I want to get some feedback from you guys because we're all doing this. You may do it in a certain particular way, but the fact is that you've got stuff going on inside you and it comes out. It can come out through your speech. It can come out through what you're saying, and it will come out through what you're saying. So let me see what we've got going on here. We've got a few. Ooh, let me see here. Jim says, I'm on the no sugar, no carb, exercise every day diet, and I've lost 17 pounds in a month. Right on. That's another addiction, right? That when it comes to food, when it comes to eating, or that's good, Jim, man. Right on. Laura says, Santos gives the best advice. I could. Depends on the person. No, I'm just kidding. Allah, thank you so much, Santos. I must go buy some Papa John's pizza. All right, my friend. I hope the best for you. I wish I can invite you all. Keep your heads up, everyone, and never, ever give up to nothing or anything. Only give in to the good things. Like that. You can't. Let me see. Nicholas. Okay. That's good that you're prohibited. I'm glad that you're here. I'm not too sure offline. I'm still gambling a bit. You got to ask yourself the question, do I really want to quit? Do I really want to stop? Do I really want to move away from gambling? Okay. This thing right here that you have could be your biggest asset. It is your biggest asset, right? You may not be aware of it, but this thing right here is what actually literally turned my life in the right direction. I use it every day. I use it all the time. In fact, I was at the Department of Motor Vehicles yesterday, and I was watching this lady as I was waiting in line. I'm watching this lady who kind of, well, anyway, she was doing some work on the computer, and she was expressing her frustration, right? Eventually, one of the workers came over and helped her out and everything. Everything went well. Everything went well for her. My point in this is that as I was listening to her, the words that she was using caught my attention because you have to catch yourself from saying things that are going to hurt you. And whatever comes out of your mouth is inside your heart. But here's the important thing. It's not so much what you're saying verbally out in public. It's what you're telling yourself when you're by yourself. It's what you're saying to yourself when you're by yourself. That's what really hurts, or that is what can really motivate you. And that's what I want us to think about. This program is going to go very quick, but this is what I want to leave you with today is I want you to think about this, okay? Because I'm telling you, my friend, if you're struggling with gambling, if you are struggling with gambling, learn to use this powerful gift that God has given you. Learn to use it. on yourself, it's going to be one of your tools. It's going to be one of your tools. All right. Coming here on Sundays would be tool number 2. I don't know, maybe. So, all right. Anybody else? Let me see. And hopefully we will have a live interview with Sam coming up pretty soon. So I'm looking forward to that. Jim says, Monica, I start with the exercise and then it moves to the diet, and then the diet moves to the business habits, etc., etc. By the way, Jim, Yumoto Motorized Bicycles, he's the owner, he's the CEO of his company, I believe, and he promotes motorized bicycles. Cool bikes, man, cool bikes. We're trying to get him some, I'm doing my best to try to get him some reviews on his Google, the Google platform there on his website. So if any of you guys really want to support this mission and you haven't donated money yet, go to Jim's place and do a review for me, because if we get enough reviews, he's going to do a little bit of a donation to this mission. So help me out here, man. Okay? Be a good cheesecake for once. I'm just kidding. I truly appreciate it, each and every one of you guys. I do. And those of you that do give, I know there's some here that do give consistently. I thank you for that. And I don't care if it's $5 donations, okay? And I am on a quest for $50,000. Santos, don't scare us, man. Yeah, $50,000. That's my quest. I thought I was going to be able to do it in a month, but I'm still on that quest. And why am I doing $50,000? For marketing, for T-shirts, for more books, for paying people to do work for me. Legitimate people that won't rip me off. I've been ripped off enough times by people paying people to do work for me. So $50,000, that's where I'm at, my friend. So if you can write out a check for $50,000, hey, it's going to go towards a good cause. All right? Support the mission. Anyways, and so let me see what's going on here. Jesse Valadez, hi, what's up, my friend? What's on your mind? I'm telling you, man, I'm excited. I'm grateful just to be free from problem gamblings. Yeah, I have other challenges. I have other problems, but the fact is that once you're free from problem gambling, man, it's like you start a new life. Your life, I mean, unless you're free, you really don't know, right? Unless you're free, you don't experience it. And but I remember, man, I recall those days, man, where I was going several times a week, driving to different casinos, blowing money left and right, didn't care about nothing. I just thought I was going to become a millionaire at the casino. What a bunch of bull that was. Anyways, Jesse, good to see you on the program. And let me see. Laura says, I stopped casinos. Then I thought I could handle stores in Illinois, but not. I have to stop that too. Just got to work on yourself. Just got to work. So let's get into this self-talk, okay? Basically, how could it help you turn your life around? How could self-talk help you turn your life around? How could self-talk help you move in the right direction? Okay. Number one, by becoming more aware of this gift that you have. You got to become aware of this. You got to have a conscious awareness that, man, my mouth is my ticket. Okay. I'm not saying this is it because, well, it can be, but this is tied to the thoughts too. And those are two gifts that God, the Creator, has given you to be able to use for yourself. If you are living a reckless life, if you're living a life where you don't feel like you're worthy of anything, you beat yourself up with your own mouth, you beat yourself down, you pity yourself, you feel sorry for yourself, you're using your self-talk obviously in reverse. And if you're doing that. And if you are doing that, that's a major hindrance to your progress, my friend. That's like a roadblock. So becoming more aware of this gift, and believe me, it is a very, very powerful tool. Once you start recognizing these things, it's going to help you see things on a whole different level. You have to master this. Do you want to master your self-talk? Are you working on mastering your self-talk? Maybe you might be. This is going to help you with build confidence. It's going to help you build motivation. It's going to help you become more productive. It will change your direction. I'm going to step out on a limb here and say that I guarantee, because when you change your self-talk, it has to change inside of you. And once you begin to change what's inside of you, I guarantee you new direction for your life, man. I guarantee you. I remember I used to come home from the casinos depressed, broken, hungry, late at night or real early in the morning. And this is when I began to recognize that I needed change. When I recognized somebody said, Santos, you got an addiction. No, I don't have an addiction. I didn't even know. I really didn't even understand what an addiction was. But then I had to accept the fact I've got a serious problem. So I would come home after these binges and I would get in front of the mirror and I would talk to myself. I felt real weird, but I would do it. I'd get in front of the mirror. How did you learn these things? By watching YouTube videos. And I would take all these little bits and pieces from the videos and I would work on myself. And I would get in front of the mirror and I would talk to myself, man. And of course, my conversations changed quite a bit. But those were some special times because it felt uncomfortable. There was no certainty to what I was doing. I mean, I didn't know whether that was going to really help me. I didn't. I trusted that it would. But I wanted to change. I wanted to change direction so bad. I was willing to try anything, lawfully, of course. And those conversations that I would have with myself in front of the mirror literally changed my life. They literally changed. I still hold those conversations, not the same ones, but my self-talk, especially when you're out and about, you're doing things, and then all of a sudden you start hearing that voice inside yourself, right? Maybe you had a bad day, maybe or whatever happened, or maybe you had a good day, right? If you have a good day, you can hear the inner voice, your inner dialogue. But when you have a bad day, you've been gambling or do whatever, that voice that's going on inside you, right? It triggers the thoughts, it triggers emotions, feelings. What you say is going to move your body. What you say is going to move your body. So if you learn to master, if you learn to just change a few things about yourself, study self-talk. I'm not an expert. I just know that I'm an expert on me. But if you do a little bit of research, you do a little bit of study, I'm telling you, if you're looking for ways to transform and move into a different direction, that's one of the most simplest tools that you can start taking advantage of is your self-talk, your speech. I use it moment by moment, as I said, especially in front of a mirror. And in fact, my first video on YouTube, I think I've titled it Stop Gambling Now. That video is probably about 3, maybe 4 years. No, it's about 4 years old, I think. Yeah, probably about 4 years old. One of my first videos when I began to work on myself. Now, again, it didn't happen. I didn't say, okay, I'm going to stop gambling. It didn't happen. It took a little bit of a process. Allah, I think it was Allah or one of you other here comments. It's a process. It is a process, but it has to start today. It can't start tomorrow. It can't start. It has to start today, my friend, for you. Right? It should start today for you. All right. Let me see if I get some feedback here. Let me see. Jim says, verbalize positive conversations out loud about who you are, who you want to be, and where you want to go. It triggers the visualization, desires, and goals. Exactly. Yep. Let me see. Jim says, start with activity on your goals of growth. Once you get going and have some access or success, it will propel you to refine your actions to get even better and better. Yeah, I'm telling you, my friends, we're going to be ending soon here. But for me, I can tell you honestly, it's changed my life, man. I wish I would have known this, 10, 15 years ago. This is one tool because we have, books. Reading books is another tool. Coming here on Sundays is a tool. Watching my videos, that could be a tool for you. You can go to a program. You can go to therapy if you have a good counselor. I do offer personalized coaching one-on-one. If you want me to take you by the hand, hold you accountable, and help you get some peace of mind, help you get some success, help you get some security in your life, and be an accountability partner, because I will be an accountability for you if you take me on as a coach. Believe me, I'll be there for you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to help you find what is inside you, bring it to the surface so that you can see it for yourself and let that fire you up. Because once you find something that fires you up, man, it just changes your whole outlook. It changes your direction. It changes everything. Things that you thought were important to you are no longer important to you. But that thing that fires you, that's inside you that you really want. So that's the key. Hey, Nicholas, welcome to the program. Sam says, I believe in self-talk. In fact, we were just talking about this, that Sam gets in front of the mirror and talks to himself. Just don't let anybody else know about this. Okay. Do not tell your friends and neighbors that you get in front of a mirror and talk to yourself. No, I'm just kidding. You can do that. Of course, some people basically talk to themselves while they're walking down the street. Like me. I don't care what people think of me anymore. I really don't give a shit what people think of me. If I gotta change my thought, if I gotta change my mood, I'm gonna do it right then and there. Because if I don't, I'll start moving in another direction. So, Nicholas, welcome to the program. You have a question, Nicholas? You have a question? Monica says, Nicholas, every gambler has done some things that either immoral or illegal. If they say they haven't, they soon will. Yeah, that's true, Monica. That's true. Jim says, out loud, what you say and believe will be your reality and truth. Choose the best beliefs that empower you. I'm telling you, my friends, some of you guys maybe there might be one or two people here that may not really understand the power of self-talk because you're not using it. It's not effective in your life. But if you do a little bit of study and you find there's a ton, in fact, I've got a lot of videos on my YouTube channel. If you're willing to go to my playlists, you'll find many videos that I've watched over and over and over, hours and hours. I remember I used to come home and watch videos, get in front of the mirror. And in fact, I remember this guy, his name's Ryback from Canada. He lost his business, lost family, lost a bunch of stuff. And he has a program. He's got old videos now. I don't know what he's doing, but his name's Ryback on YouTube. And I would listen to this guy. He had like videos that were like 6-7 minutes. And I would listen to him over and over and over. And that's how I was able to actually move away from gambling. But again, I was determined, right? Without determination, you can do a lot of things. Without inner determination, you can do a lot of things, and it won't help you. But I'll tell you this, if you learn to master your self-talk, that will change you. It will change you. It will change you, my friends. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Monica says, self-talk is powerful. And we know that. Think about this for a moment. Our words are very powerful. There's a proverb in the Bible, I believe it's Proverbs 18:20 says, the power of death and life, or the death and life are in the power of the tongue. They that love it shall eat the fruit thereof, something like that. But it's Proverbs 18:20. And we hear conversations from people. I mean, you guys are hearing, I don't know how much impact I'm making on you guys through my words, but I'm sure that I'm making some kind of an impact because it's impacting me. So we know that words are powerful. We know that speech is powerful. But man, when you begin to internalize it and become more consciously aware of what you're doing to you, man, it's going to be a different day. It's going to be a whole different day. Jay Martin, welcome to the program. Jay Martin, I'm working on being super fantastic, terrific, and over the top in spite of and because of, man. I got a lot of in spite of and because of in my life these days. But, you know, you got to go forward, right? You have to go forward. And as a matter of fact, I've been finding myself doing a lot more self-talk, or I find myself catching a lot of my inner dialogue and changing it because of what I'm going through. I remember, I don't know if it was Rob or Jim that said, we cause a lot of collateral damage when we gamble. And even years after you've stopped gambling, you're still going to deal with thoughts and physical damage that you've caused. So you have to find ways to comfort yourself. You have to find ways to motivate, inspire yourself, because sometimes nobody else can do it for you, but you can do it for yourself through your self-talk. So thank you for sharing that, Monica. It's important. Sean says, casinos, Jesse Valadez says, the casinos will not come to your rescue to pay your bills. That's right. But yet we're paying their bills. In fact, some of you that are here might be helping them build. You know that if you go to the casino, I remember I used to go to this casino and I would see them building. They were building this other section, and I used to come up there and I would leave pissed off sometimes from those slut machines. Not slots, but slut machines. SLUT, slut machines. And I could look at the building. Every time that I was going up there, I could see that they were making more progress. Well, guess what? You and my money is paying for that construction. So they're not going to pay our bills, but we're paying there. So I'm just glad I'm free, man. I'm glad I'm free. And I'm looking forward to the days where more of you guys are coming on my program and saying, I'm free. I'm free. It's been fun, it's been fast, and it's permanent. I'm free. Let me see. Sean says, practicing to give for a good cause, not for selfish gains. I am focusing on going forward by reminding myself each day since I stopped that I need to give for the good cause. Exactly. We should be giving, right? When something's benefiting us. I have several charities that I'm giving to. In fact, I just started giving a couple months ago to an orphanage in Pakistan. A good Christian friend of mine sends me videos. He sends me pictures, and I give a little bit every month. A little bit. It's not a whole lot. I'd love to give more, but right now I can't. Or actually, right now it's just not in the books. So you benefit from all this. That's why I invite you guys to give to this mission. Whatever you can give. I invite you to give. So Sean says, thanks for your video, Santos. It's really helpful. Thank you. God bless you for giving. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be money, but honestly, what I do and everything that I do, I pay people, right? I have to pay people to do editing for me, people to do some work, to produce book covers and different things for me. Actually, this is one of my books that's on Amazon, Life's 3 Most Important Questions. Pretty good little book about why. What is this? Actually, what are the 3 questions in this book? Let me see. What are they? Who are you? What is your life mission? And what is your plan of achievement? Or how do you plan to get there? Small book, easy book. By the way, if you haven't seen this book, you can buy it at Amazon through soldiersofselfmastery.com/book. It is on Amazon. And again, it supports the mission. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys. All right, we're winding down. We are winding down here, and I'm getting nervous, man. Okay, I'm getting nervous. No, I'm not. I got to get a better microphone. Okay, I gotta get some stuff, man. So don't bust my chops, man. This is a one-arm operation here. All right. Let me see. Jesse says doing the right thing in life goes a long way. True, my friends. All right, I'm gonna be here for just a few more minutes. We're getting ready to close the shop down, but I want to say this, that I want to leave you with something to really think about. In all honesty, self-talk helped me to break the cycle. It was one of the major tools in my life, and I'm very grateful to the Lord Jesus Christ for it. Okay. Now, here's my call to action, and then I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time if you want to share something. Start becoming more aware to what is being said inside of you. Okay. Inside of you. And work on mastering over it. I challenge you to master this. I challenge you to master over your self-talk. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be fun. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be permanent. It's going to lead you in the right direction, right? For what? So that it sets you into the direction that you want. Okay, not somebody else's direction, not the casino's direction, not the addiction's direction, but the direction that you want for your life. Jim of Umoto says that whatever you speak will become your reality. Whatever you talk about the most tends to become your reality. Because let me see if I'm correct on this. You have something in your mind that's called the serval mechanism. Let me see. It's called the RAS, the reticular activating system. Whatever you start speaking about, your mind begins to look for it in your subconscious, inside your brain. It begins to look for it. And it will eventually create your reality, right? An example, you start talking about taking a shower. Generally, what do? You end up going to take a shower, right? Somebody was talking about Papa John's pizza earlier here. I don't know if he's still on here. He's gone after the pizza, right? He started verbalizing it. I'm telling you, does that make sense? It makes sense to me. So, all right, my friends. Thanks, Santos. Until next time, I am free because I choose to be free. God is good. Sean says, Yumoto, absolutely. Okay, my friends. Hey, like I said, if you truly want to support this mission, there's different ways that you can do that. Okay. If you want to get a hold of me, you can go to soldiersofselfmastery.com. I offer coaching there. You can get my book, a little $15, $20 investment to buy a book that's going to help you. It's going to help this mission. GABA, you can access GABA, the Gambling Addictions Breakthrough Academy. And that will be a program that will guide you from A to Z. That program, I engineered it. I started that program about a year ago. I created the program. I scrapped it. I told my partner, Cephas, I got to do something fresh. I got to do something new. I got to do something better. And we did. We created GABA with his help. And I believe that's a phenomenal program. If you're looking for a guide, if you're looking for something that you can do in the privacy of your own home, right there on your computer, your tablet, whatever device you have, I believe you should have a computer to do it. The Gambling Addictions Breakthrough Academy. So, with that said, my friends, I will see you next week. I can, you can. Make it fun, make it fast, make it permanent, my friends.